Good morning, everyone. I'd like to officially open the Cobalt Institute conference. It's great to be back in person for the first time since 2019. We've got a fantastic lineup of speakers today, and obviously it's a very interesting topic. I'm your moderator. I'm Henry Sanderson, so I'll be in and out moderating the panels. So first up, I'd like to introduce Adam McCarthy to give a welcome from the Cobalt Institute. Adam, thank you.
So I hope my microphone's on and everyone can hear me. On behalf of the Cobalt Institute and its members, I would like to welcome everyone to beautiful and sunny Zurich for our first in-person conference since 2019. We have over 200 participants over the next day and a half from all four corners of the globe. We hope that it will be an interesting and engaging agenda. We will be covering a lot of the issues that are relevant for the cobalt market and the cobalt industry. We're honored to have speakers from representatives from the government of the DRC, Zambia, United States, and so on. And we're really proud that we've been able to pull this together, and we couldn't have done it without our team. So I would really like, on behalf of the members, to thank my colleagues for all their hard work over the last 3 months. We really couldn't have done it without a lot of effort on their behalf. And yeah, we hope you enjoy the conference. Thank you.
Thanks, Adam. Next up, David Brocas, Head Cobalt Trader at Glencore, Chair of the Cobalt Institute, Executive Committee. Thank you, David.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and thank you for joining the Cobalt Institute conference today. For the first time in 3 years, we are able to meet finally in person, and I hope the conference will be an opportunity to reconnect while enjoying the insightful discussions and social events. I am delighted to see such a high turnout, with guests coming from Europe, the US, Canada, China, Australia, to name just a few. In particular, I'm very thankful to Son Excellence Julien Paluku Kaongia, the Minister of Industry of the Democratic Republic of Congo, and Honorable Paul Kabuswe, Minister of Mines and Minerals Development from the Republic of Zambia, for joining us today. Thank you. Today's discussions, opinions, and perspectives will be truly global and highlight the role the Cobalt Institute plays in fostering these debates and bring the industry together. Ladies and gentlemen, the cobalt industry operates in a new reality. The pandemic has put global supply chains under strain. The war in Ukraine brings great uncertainty for commodities, and the need to stop climate change is becoming more and more urgent across all continents. Securing access to raw materials is therefore more crucial than ever if the world is to achieve the historic, sustainable, and just transition to a greener future. Cobalt is a critical part of the solution to this jigsaw. It is a key component of lithium-ion batteries that power electric vehicles, mobile phones, laptops, and drones, guaranteeing their durability and safety. Cobalt is integral to many more sustainable technologies, such as energy storage, renewable energy from wind and sun, and hydrogen generation, to name a few. And in addition, cobalt is infinitely recyclable itself. These virtues make cobalt a true enabler of the green economy and technological progress. The conference this year will therefore focus on the solutions that lie ahead of us and the actions we should take to let cobalt power the green economy in a sustainable, transparent, and just manner. Over the next 2 days, we will consider all aspects of the cobalt value chain and engage views on what the industry should do to make cobalt a part of the green future. Ladies and gentlemen, as we make our choices on how to go forward to achieve the green economy, we need to look back and learn from the past. In this vein, I'm pleased to present you the Cobalt Institute State of the Cobalt Market Report. The report looks at the cobalt market performance in 2021 and explores demand and supply trends. It is the most comprehensive, publicly available market overview to date. We will take a closer look at it in a moment, but allow me to share a few highlights with you. The cobalt market showed unprecedented annual growth of 22% in 2021. This was largely due to continued global economic recovery from the pandemic and the rapid growth of the lithium-ion battery market. We expect this trend to continue, rising by about 13% per year for the next 5 years. Lithium-ion batteries accounted for the vast majority of demand growth in 2021, 86% of year-on-year growth and 63% of global demand. This was mostly driven by electric vehicles, as global sales doubled from 2020. EVs continue to revolutionize green and sustainable mobility, and we are pleased that cobalt-containing batteries were a technology of choice for many car manufacturers in all of the major automotive markets of China, Western Europe, and North America. On the supply side, the Democratic Republic of Congo accounted for 74% of global mine supply, and China for 72% of primary refined supply. While we are on the subject of cobalt supply, it is important to underline that meeting growing demand requires making cobalt supply chains more transparent and resilient. The DRC hosts the largest cobalt mines in the world, with major companies, many of whom are members of the Cobalt Institute, sourcing minerals responsibly while supporting the development of local communities. The artisanal and small-scale mining in the DRC accounted for around 12% of mine supply in 2021, and historically has been somewhere in between 10 and 20%. As demand for cobalt grows, we expect artisanal mining to be even stronger and reach a larger share of both DRC and global mine supply. We are all aware of the increased attention being given to the ASM sector in the DRC and concerns with poor and unsafe practices. However, simply banning artisanal mines would deprive an estimated 2 million Congolese of their only income. Artisanal mining is a lifeline for many families who depend on it to pay for food and education. Our challenge together is to ensure that these families can benefit from the DRC's natural resources in a safe, sustainable, and responsible manner. One child working in a mine is one too many. Formalizing ASM can bring an end to child labor. The DRC government is on the right track to both formalize the ASM sector and further develop the cobalt value chain in the country. I am delighted to have His Excellency Julien Paluku Kaongia, the Minister of Industry of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, with us today. And I'm looking forward to learn the Congolese government's perspective on that subject. The cobalt industry is determined to work with the DRC to make sure cobalt is produced responsibly. Projects and initiatives like the Global Battery Alliance, the Responsible Minerals Initiatives, or the Fair Cobalt Alliance, all aim to put artisanal mining in the DRC on a legitimate footing. It is time for all stakeholders to work together to achieve a formalized artisanal cobalt mining industry in the DRC, an industry that fosters local entrepreneurship and creates a healthy economy, and an industry that is free of child labor. Ladies and gentlemen, as shown in the Cobalt Institute market report, the demand for cobalt is only going to grow, and the cobalt mining countries must benefit from it while we all work on making a cleaner and a greener world a reality. Cobalt has a diverse geography of reserves and supply. It is mined on 6 continents, and as demand continues to rise, cobalt will become a truly global resource. While some countries have an established cobalt industry, others are just entering the cobalt market. Altogether, they are growing the cobalt global reserves even further and fostering the energy transition, creating jobs and boosting national economies along the way. In this regard, I'm pleased to welcome Honorable Paul Kabuswe, Minister of Mines and Minerals Development from the Republic of Zambia today. Not only does Zambia have a great potential for cobalt mining and refining, it can also, together with the DRC, create the first African battery value chain and perhaps even see the production of battery precursor in Africa. Its recent cooperation agreement with the DRC is an historic step in this direction and can create jobs, eradicate poverty, and contribute to the economic growth of both Zambia and the DRC. The commitment of so many countries to cobalt development makes it a key energy transition resource. However, we must not forget that this transition must be just and sustainable. The just transition to the green economy should leave no one behind and respect the rights of everyone involved in the cobalt supply chain. The transition to the green economy must also be circular, embedding the recycling and lifespan extension principle in its heart. Recycling cobalt contributes to a smarter and circular world, in which the environmental footprint of the production of goods is minimized. I am delighted to see the Cobalt Institute's proactive engagement in these topics, and I'm looking forward to getting more first-hand insights on them in the next 2 days. The cobalt industry has a challenging task ahead of it. We must make cobalt production transparent and responsible while ensuring the resilience and sustainability of the industry. To achieve all of this, we need to build partnerships across the whole cobalt supply chain. Only in partnership can we make sure that cobalt is produced responsibly, ethically, and in line with industry standards. Only in partnerships we will be able to shape the cobalt industry of the green future and achieve progress. I hope that the Cobalt Institute conference can bring us one step closer to this ambition. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the conference and thank you for your attention.